Hey everyone, welcome back to the Simple Cozy Haven, a place where we embrace simple, cozy living. I'm Kaylee and I'm so glad that you decided to join me for this video today. In today's video, we're going to talk all about top trends for Christmas 2024, what I'm planning to do in parts of my home, and things that I think you should go ahead and purchase so you don't miss out on them if you do want to grab them. If you love all things cozy home related, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below on your thoughts about today's video, or if you already have some things, what are you buying this year for your home? And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up so I know to create more content like this for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the top 2024 trends for Christmas this year. So just based on what I've seen in the stores, we're seeing a lot more of like this cozy, nostalgic Christmas type theme. Like we're kind of moving away from the super neutrals and the all white everything. And I think that's really good because I feel like, we talk about online, I've seen comments of people like, oh, we've lost, we've lost the meaning of Christmas in a way. Like, when we were younger, our moms and dads had like this same decor that they used year after year after year. And, there are still some people that do that, but a lot of us, myself included, we do buy new stuff each year and kind of switch it up, which isn't a bad thing. But I've been growing like my staples, like my staple items, like ornaments. I just have different basic colors. That way I can use the same things, but use them in a different way and create different color combinations or just like different themes. Like, I have a bunch of burgundy red ornaments that I could use with blues and kind of do like a more like jewel tone tree, or you can mix it in with your neutrals, which is a classic, or if you have like greens and browns, you can create like a really cozy like cabin-esque, or like really like Ralph Lauren is how I'm thinking. That's personally what I want to do this year, is incorporate more greens and reds into my decor and bring in some plaids and just like that cozy feeling. Like that is what I'm personally craving. And in years past, I've done like a very red tree whenever I had like a flocked tree, a different one than this. This is a collaboration, which you guys will hear more about later on. But I'm loving this tree behind me. And I'm currently in our bedroom, so a little bit different space, but I don't have a Christmas tree up anywhere else. So I wanted to incorporate the tree for today's video. But the past 2 years, I've just done like super neutral with like wood elements and like just very like natural things, like orange slices. I love to dry orange slices and use those throughout my home. And everything's just been really neutral the past 2 years, but I'm like, I really want to bring in more warmth and more coziness. So incorporating ribbons and velvet, I love velvet, and just bringing in some warmer tones throughout my decor, like not keeping it so neutral. So that's kind of what I'm personally doing. But another thing I've noticed a lot is like jewel toned ornaments and trees, like jewel toned everything. Like think Anthropologie. I love Anthropologie. I don't think I could pull it off in my home because I think my home is like just too vanilla for that, but I love it. And like the kind of like retro thing we saw the past 2 years with like the tinsel, and I remember seeing someone share that they use like teardrop crystals. Beautiful, love that. So I think those are like some really good ideas, and just I think a lot of people now, especially like over the past 4 years especially, we are just craving home. Like I feel like a lot of us are homesick. Like, we went through that whole millennial gray thing, and then the super farmhouse with like the super stark black and white, and we're just all like, no, give me those browns. I want those 90s and early 2000 brown tones back. Like I want the beige, I want the warmth. I don't want stark white. I want cozy and inviting and something that like feels like it wraps you up in a hug. Like I think that's where we are, as an overall Granted, you know, everyone still has their own personal, you know, styles, which, you know, that's fine. Love that. But overall, I'm seeing just in the home decor market in general that like we want cozy and we want not old rustic, like not farmhouse rustic, but like European cottage rustic in a way, like antiques. You know, people are loving to antique and thrift more, which is awesome. Like I love to go spend a day at the antique mall or go thrifting and finding those older treasures. And even like on Facebook Marketplace for me has been awesome lately. I've been getting so many things, but anyways, that'll be like a whole nother tangent I will go on. But so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Pinterest board for this year, and you can kind of see where I am going with what I'm thinking I want to do. Okay, so I am loving all of the candlesticks on mantles. I think that is beautiful. I've personally been trying to collect more brass candlesticks, but finding, you know, good quality ones for a decent price. I don't want to break the bank at the moment. And that's kind of what I share about his budget-friendly decor. So that is something I love. And let's see. Okay, yeah, just like the cozy, nostalgic Christmas. Like I love the little Christmas tree candles. I've actually seen a lot of those on Amazon, and then I saw these bigger ones like in this photo right here on I've seen them at Michael's recently, and like the gingerbread house, just like the warm red and green, and I love that little gingerbread house. It is so cute. And again, like adding in the plaids and the ribbons and the bows and just creating something so cozy and familiar. I think that's really what we want to do this year. And like, here's like some fabric swatches I think that are just beautiful. Like, I mean, you can't beat that. It just looks so comfortable to me. And then again, like having the candlesticks on the dining room table, and just like the warm kind of, I don't necessarily like the sparse tree, but just, I don't know. I love this photo. It just looks, it looks like it's giving you a hug. Like, come inside and let me hug you. And again, like here's some like moody Christmas, like I'm thinking Ralph Lauren in this photo, like with the lights everywhere and then the tree in the background and the plaid blanket. I'm just obsessed with that. Even here, like, yeah, this is like super Ralph Lauren to me, with like the reds and just like you can tell it's like wood paneling in the back. I don't have that in my house per se, but like just the overall feel. I'm really loving that. And like here in this photo with the brown ribbon, I just think that's really pretty. This is very minimalist photo, but I just think it's gorgeous. And here's one more. Oh my gosh, the little luminaries in the back of under the mantle, that is just so pretty. And then yeah, just the cozy candlesticks and taper candles on the mantle is just so pretty. And I don't necessarily have that option because I have a TV above my mantle, but yeah. And I love this one, like the blues in there. I don't think I'm gonna add blue this year. I do have some blue ornaments from years past. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided if I want to put blue in with the red and green and like brown. I don't know. We'll see when we get to actually decorating, but I don't know. It just looks so cozy. So that is kind of where I'm going this year, and what I think is like really trending just based on what I've seen in the stores when I've shopped. And even if you like look at the Hearth and Hand and the Studio McGee lines that dropped at Target, I know that's like super popular because it's so accessible to the majority of us. You know, a lot of us don't have $1,000 to go spend on Christmas decor or any decor at the time, you know. I like to think, you know, things like staple items that I can spend $20 on. Granted, it's not going to be something that, you know, keeps forever probably, but it's what I can do, you know, for my budget and my lifestyle at the moment. But just even like going based off what you can find at like Target and Walmart and Hobby Lobby and Amazon, and like Michael's and Joann's, all that kind of stuff. All those, you know, super accessible, affordable stores for the majority of us. I think that's just kind of what we're going towards, like what everything's leaning to. And, you know, if you don't like that cozy Christmas, if you want to stay with all white or super neutral, I'm not saying anything ugly about that. I'm just saying that I think this is where we're moving to and what the majority of people are looking for this year. So let me show you some pieces that I have purchased for Christmas this year. Okay, for starters, I got this. It is a tree collar. It is from the Studio McGee line at Target with Threshold. And it was $70, so it was a little bit more than I really wanted to spend. But I love the basket look, and I've done that before with like an actual basket. But I was only able to do that because my basket was super tall and my tree at the time, the branches started really high. Like it was weird. I tried a tree collar with it before and it didn't really work. So I went with a basket that I had that used to keep my kids' toys in. But I love this. And like the wicker tone is like the perfect medium brown that I love. And I love the little basket handles. So I was like, this is definitely a staple. It's something I've been looking for in years past. And I love the shape, like how it's just, it kind of has like a little bit of an angle and then it like juts out right here just to, I don't know. I think it's beautiful. And I was like, I'm just gonna get it because it's a staple. And so that was like the one thing from the Hearth and Hand and Studio McGee drop I was able to get because everything else sold out like overnight super fast. And I'm not gonna wake up at 3 a.m. to buy stuff online. So I got that. Okay, and so this is going to be a little at-home purchase that I went to, and I will put in the footage in at the end of a little shop with me. At home is probably one of like the best places to shop for. I totally forgot to mention it earlier, but I was able to get like single ornaments, which I love to do. And I got like 3 of each. So I got this star, it was $3.99. And I just loved this. I love the detail in it. And I just think it's super pretty. And it's like, it's pretty big. Like, it's bigger than my hand for sure. I had the hardest time finding like really nice green velvet ornaments. I've actually been tempted to buy them and like make them myself, like with the flocking powder. But I'm glad I didn't because I was able to find this beautiful ornament at home. I think it is stunning and I love the shape on it and the detailing, and it was $2.99, so I actually got a few more than 3 of these, but I think it is just a perfect ornament to add. And again, the shape, like it's still round, it's a round ornament, but it's got the detailing in it, so love that. And again, to add in some texture and some detail, I was able to find this guy, which looks like a frosted cranberry to me. This is just what I think of when I see it. And this is again a fairly large ornament, like it's the size of my palm. But I love this. It's just so pretty. And this one was $2.99 as well. So I mean, they're great prices for what they are. So I got a few of those, and I was able to get a few of these ornaments, which I just think are so pretty. Like, look at that detailing. And again, it just adds texture and just something else to the tree, but still keeping the red and the gold theme. And then the last set of ornaments I was able to find are these, and this one was $3.99. But it's like gold mercury glass looking, and it's got the really pretty design, and even like the top of it is super pretty and cool looking. But I just thought that was like a perfect ornament, and I love mercury glass, but again, I kind of just want the gold colors. So I was really excited to see a super warm toned gold mercury glass, and we can't tell if it's glass or not. My husband thinks it's metal, but we're just gonna treat them like they're glass, so the kids definitely have to be careful of my tree this year. Okay, so I've actually have one more hearth in hand item. I was able to get this garland, and it is like, it looks like little light, like little Christmas light bulbs. And it's just on a little green velvet string. But so you'll see this soon, like next week, I'm pretty sure. I redid my piano area, and I was able to find this beautiful antique mirror on Marketplace, and it's so much bigger, and it's got like the prettiest detailing on it. I was able to get on Marketplace. So I went to put a garland around it on the top this year. So, and I want to string this on top of the garland. So I think that would be really pretty, and I love this. I thought it was really pretty. It was $15, so not bad. Okay, and now starting what I've got from Hobby Lobby, I'm going to show you two ribbons that I purchased. This first one, this is going in with that plaid. It's just a green plaid with a little bit of like creamy white and then some gold. And I just think it's super pretty. I think that will be nice. So I have like 2 rolls of that. And I guess it's ribbon number 23. So if you want to grab that, I really want to like do like the big like Christmas like loops in this tree. This is all for our living room tree, by the way, sorry. But because it's like, that's our main tree. But I just want to do like the big loops of ribbon. I think that's really pretty. I've done it before. And then I got this one. Okay, so this is interesting. This is like, I don't want to call it like fishnet. Let me open it up and I'll show you. So it looks like this, and it's a really pretty gold. And I just think that this would look, again, super pretty up against a green tree, because we have a green tree in there. But just, I think it's really pretty. So, and this one is, it does not have a number, but it's from the Robert Stanley collection, and you can't beat it, because it was like, it's $5.50 with their 50% off Christmas deal. So I just think that was a really pretty and fun to add some more texture. We're all about texture, right? I'll share this whenever I do my Decorate With Me Christmas video. I will share with you how to like create more interest in your tree using picks. But I have a ton of like evergreen picks, so I don't need to add anything like that. But I saw these at Hobby Lobby, and they're kind of stuck together at the moment. Uh-oh. But it's like this gold sprayed like magnolia leaf looking deal, and I think that would just be super pretty. Just tuck it into your tree kind of like this and have it splayed out. And I'll just go ahead and share part of the trick. The trick is to layer. So like you'd put your greenery on the bottom, then you would do this, and you would do some other type of pick on top, just to create that interest all throughout your tree. And I always like to do an odd number. But I will show you guys all that whenever that video goes up and I decorate for Christmas, because we're not there yet. But then I got this crayon, like it's little cranberries picks, and I love just the different tones of red and a little bit of purple. And again, adding in that red. I used to have something like this, but then an older dog kind of chewed them up. So I just needed to replace that. So like you could even do this kind of combination with the green in the back, and that would just be a really pretty little insert into your tree. And if you did like 7 of those, beautiful, perfect. For our mantle, I've always got garland on it, but I want to kind of add to it this year. So I found this, and it is like gold stars, but they kind of have like they got like that rustic look. Like they're not perfect. They're a little like kind of not chippy, but it's like they've got the gold foil on them, and then it doesn't like stay everywhere, so it's just kind of, I don't know, it's pretty. It's like patina pretty much. But it's a 6-foot garland of this, and it was like $9.50. So I want to add this to my garland, and I think that would look really pretty along our mantle. And I just thought these ornaments were beautiful. I don't necessarily love glitter anymore, but I had to have these. So these are just these really pretty brown glitter ornaments, and I got 3 different shapes. So we've got this one, and then we've got this little dude, and that's beautiful. Like adding in little pops of ornaments like this with the different shapes definitely gives your tree a lot more interest than just round bulbs everywhere. And then we've got this little guy, and I just think they're so pretty. And they weren't a terrible price. They were $2.50 each, so you know, not bad. It's actually cheaper than the at-home ornaments, but I think those are just beautiful and will add some sparkle and some interest to the tree. I just had to go steal this out of that vase back there. If y'all know about the Norfolk pine real touch garlands and stems, then you know that they're always sold out. It's all the rage, but you can never find it. And then they're also just, they're kind of expensive. So I have 2 garlands that I purchased from Kirkland's, and they've just become, again, like staple pieces. Like you buy a few here and there, and it's not a huge expense, and then you can just keep them, you know, and keep them forever, keep them nice. But Hobby Lobby has, I don't know if they have a garland that is like this. I didn't see one. And again, if they did, it's already gone, and it's October 24th when I'm filming this. And so it's already gone. It's out of my store for sure. But they have the Real Touch. They have a wreath, which I have one of those. And then they have the stems, and these stems are $9 each. But with Hobby Lobby's being 50% off, they're Christmas all the time, they're $4.50. Okay, $4.50. And they are long. Like I had to bend the stem, and they have that exact Real Touch feel and look, and the same color, same everything, and they are beautiful. So that's definitely something I think you should stock up on, and not necessarily stock up, but buy a few here and there. And then this is like perfect to add into vases. If you feel like it becomes the middle of December and you're just over your decor, it's probably because you've added too much into like your daily life. So it's kind of like hindering where you can put stuff on the counter, or if you've got Christmas everywhere, it just, yeah, it's clutter sometimes. So if you like already have vases around your house, one way to decorate for Christmas is to just switch out the greenery. Switch it into some type of evergreen. It can be like a cypress, it can be this Norfolk stem, or anything else. And it wouldn't like be one of those things that's like driving you nuts. Like if you have like a Christmas village everywhere, you're like, I'm over this. But that's like an option to do. And then it's super easy, you know, just pop this little dude in and take your other one out. And then at the end of the season, switch them back. So. So that is all we had to talk about today. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are looking for more Christmas inspiration, stick around, subscribe, and there will be tons more coming to you. I'm going to start posting twice a week on Sundays and Thursdays, so be on the lookout for those videos. I think we'll probably plan to go live around 10 a.m. That works the best for my schedule with my kiddos, but thank you so much for being here. I hope you got tons of inspiration today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.